What is up, YouTube? It's Ubu, the tech guru, coming straight at you. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing fan-tiddly-astic, and today I'm bringing you a Tech Tuesdays with Ubu. And today's Tech Tuesdays with Ubu is going to be about hardware, and too much of it. Keyboards everywhere, mice everywhere, and you got multiple computers. How can we consolidate that hardware into one mouse and one keyboard to control multiple computers, even multiple architectures / operating systems, all using free open source software? Let's get right into it. Alright, so getting right into this. What was I talking about before? I'm talking about Synergy. Yes, Synergy is an open source, free software. I guess you wouldn't call it a KVM because it doesn't have the V. It's kind of a software KM, keyboard mouse. You know, those of you that aren't familiar with a KVM, basically a KVM is like a piece of hardware that you connect one keyboard, one mouse, and one display, like monitor, and you can control multiple computers all using just that one keyboard, one mouse, and one monitor. You know, they make hardware KVMs like, I don't even know what sizes they get up to. I have a 2-port one, hardware KVM from IO Gear. You know, that allows me to control 2 computers with one keyboard, one mouse, and one monitor. But that's not really what this video is about. It's not about hardware KVMs. This is about a software KM, software keyboard mouse. And I have 2 computers, and both contain different operating systems. One is running Xubuntu 12.04.3, and the other one is running Windows 7. So I wanted to basically, you know, I got a mouse here in my hand. I can't really, you know, I got this mouse, I got this mouse over here, I got this keyboard in front of me, I got this other keyboard down in front of me. I mean, I got all this stuff in front of me. How can I make it so I just have one keyboard and one mouse to control both computers and both operating systems? So that's done with Synergy. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is go to Synergy, or just go to Google and type in Synergy space FOSS. And that's going to bring up the first search result should be the website we want. It's synergy-foss.org. So you click on that, takes you to their webpage, and mine brought me automatically already into my premium account. You're probably asking, well, why do you have there's a premium account? The way that you get the premium account is by donating money. You know, it is free open source software, so if you want to use it, you know, it's highly suggested that you donate, but it's not required. You can get the software for free by clicking no thanks on the download page or the donation page. But so basically what you're looking at here on the screen, this is Synergy, and what it allows you to do, like I said many times, is control multiple computers, multiple operating systems with one keyboard and one mouse. So I have 2 displays, I have 2 monitors, I have 2 computers, and I want to control all of that with just one keyboard and one mouse. So the first thing, like I said, we get to the website and we go and we click on download. Right away it brings you to, you know, they're asking for donations, and that's because they recently lost a big sponsor. It cut their funding, you know, so they're basically doing all this for free, and they're relying on donations from people. You know, you can donate just $1, and it will, and that would help the software. It would help them, you know, continue development of it and continue fixing bugs and stuff. You don't have to donate anything to download the software, though. I guess I'll just say that right away. You can see right here, you know, you can choose the sad face option to not donate anything and get to the download page to download the software. So I'm already a premium member, and I could click down here under premium login, and I could log in to download the software again. I've already downloaded it, so this is just a kind of exercise to go through to show you guys. So I'm going to click continue, sad face, and then here is the download page. So basically you want to perform these tasks that I'm showing you first on the computer that is going to always have the keyboard and the mouse on it. That's what we're going to refer to as the server for Synergy. So mine is Ubuntu/Debian. That's my Linux distribution, and I'm running a 64-bit OS. So I would click 64-bit. You know, it's going to bring up this page. It should automatically, or no, it doesn't automatically download. You got to click the link here, and now it's, you know, Firefox asking me where I want to save it. It gets saved to my downloads folder. So that's good. We downloaded the software. Now let's go ahead and install it. So basically we just need to get to Firefox's download page. Just go to Firefox, click on the tools, then downloads. You see it right here. You would double click the downloaded executable, you know, whether it's for Windows or Ubuntu. Mine's obviously for Ubuntu, so it ends in .deb, and it's going to bring up, you know, in Linux, it's going to bring open your package manager, which is Ubuntu Software Center, and right over here I would click on install. Mine is already installed, so so this is giving me the option to reinstall. If you do have this drop-down box for the default version versus the backports, I chose the backports version for me. So that's going to be up to you what you want to install. So then once this gets installed and everything, you can close your package manager, and it ends up showing up under your applications menu under accessories. So right down here you click on Synergy. Now that's going to bring open this window here. This is the Synergy graphical user interface for creating the Synergy server. That's the computer that's going to always have the keyboard and the mouse attached. So the first thing we want to do is you want to note the IP address of this server, and when you click on configure server, I'm trying to remember how this went since I already have it installed. When you go and click on configure server, you're going to check this box that says server, share this computer's mouse and keyboard. Then it's going to bring up some dialog boxes asking if you want to use security, and if you're over Wi-Fi, I would strongly suggest using encryption. That's what I meant. It's going to ask you if you want to use encryption. Basically, what this tool does is it uses TCP IP traffic. It uses your local area network to transmit the key presses on the keyboard and the mouse clicks on the screen. So, if you're over Wi-Fi and you're transmitting these keyboard clicks and the mouse clicks, I would strongly suggest enabling encryption. So that way, if the traffic does get, there's a man in the middle and he does intercept the traffic, he's not seeing your plain text, passwords that you're entering in the keyboard. You know what I mean? So I would strongly suggest encrypting the traffic, and you can set it up to you can have it logged to a certain file. Mine is logging to, I created a hidden folder within my home directory within Ubuntu, and then just named it synergy.log. So it's logging. And then the default port is 24,800, and the screen name of this computer, it chooses whatever host name you have as the default. So that's all fine and good. So we're done setting up the server. Let's now go over to the other computer. There should be a screen, a little pop-up window now, a video showing my other computer, which is the Windows computer, And so now I have to use a totally different mouse and totally different keyboard for this computer over here. This one is running Windows 7. So you're not able to see what I'm doing on screen except for the external video capture. So basically we would launch a web browser, obviously, and then we would go to the synergy-foss.org website again. Mine's actually already here. Then we would click on download again, and if you created a username, you know, if you donated last time and you entered an email and a password, then go ahead and scroll all the way down right here where it says premium login and click on the premium login. I mean, you can either log in and get to the download or click sad face continue because you've already donated, and then it takes you to the download page. So now we click on the Windows, whichever one we need. Mine is 64-bit Windows 7 install. So I click on that to download it. Asks you where do you want to save it. Save it to my desktop. Once it's done downloading, in the lower corner there, you would just double click it or click it so that it launches the application or it launches the installer. And since it's already installed for me, I'm trying to get to the software here. Synergy, there we go. Alright, so for this one, you want to configure this as a client. So within the program, you're going to check the box that says client, use another computer's keyboard and mouse, and then you want to enter in the server IP. And remember, that was the server IP that we noted from the first computer. The it was 192.168.0.16. So I enter that here, and then note the screen name of this computer. So this is ubu-win7, so that's good to go. And we can leave this computer now. We don't need to do any more on this computer. Let's go back to the server computer, and now we need to set up we need to configure the server, because we want to tell, you can see on the screen here, you want to tell where you want the screen. Do you want to drag your mouse over to the right and have it show up on the other computer? Maybe your monitor is on the left, and you want to drag your mouse to the left and have the mouse show up over on the screen over there on the left. So I set up, so basically if you want to add a computer, yours will be blank. You're just going to drag this button up here, this little monitor, drag it into the screen. You can look at how many computers you can connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can connect 14 clients to one server. That's ridiculous. That's awesome. So like I said, you drag it in here, and then when you want to configure it, you double click it, and you can name the screen. So let's just say, you give it a name, whatever, or YouTube, I'll just call it, and you can leave everything else the way it is. There's fixes on here. You can fix the scroll lock key. I'm guessing it's because those certain buttons like caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock, they might not act properly when you go to a client from your server using the mouse. So if you check those, it might fix, there's a little bug with them probably, those key presses, so you need to check those boxes. But I left this all by default. All I did was give it a screen name and hit OK. So now you're pretty much set. I'm trying to think in my head here. I'm going to hit cancel, but you want to hit OK. You're going to hit OK because you added that one computer. So yeah, we entered the server IP on the client, and then on the server we entered the client, or we added the client right there. And once you're done, you just simply hit start. And it's working. Didn't give me the error this time about could not connect to socket. And then you go over to your other computer over here with your other mouse, and you want to start up the client. Hit start, and it says it connected to the server. So now here, check this out. Here is the mouse I was just using to control Windows 7. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to be using this mouse, which is the mouse for the main Synergy server. You see the mouse on the screen right here? I'm going to drag it over. Boom. Look at that. Tell me that is not the coolest thing ever. Now I'm going to go back over here. Look at that. Move the Synergy window. And then to get rid of the Synergy window, hide, and then back over to here. I'm going to go up here, move this, hide. Boom. One mouse, one keyboard. Here, I'll open up Google Chrome. Go over here into the URL bar and start typing. So here's the one keyboard I was originally using with Windows 7. See how it's typing right now? It works. Well, I don't want to use that keyboard. I'm going to be getting rid of it. So let's put it up over here and use the keyboard that's on the Synergy. It's connected to the Synergy server. Watch this. There we go. Boom. Awesome. Let's see what comes up when I Google awesome. So there you go, guys. That's Synergy. It's a free open source software. Allows you to use one mouse, one keyboard, you know, multiple displays, multiple operating systems, all using software. So look at, I just brought my mouse back. Boom. Tough actin' Tenactin. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Sorry if it dragged on a little bit. Give it a thumbs up if you're gonna, you know, if you found this really cool and neat. Even I'm hoping that you end up using the software. I will provide a link to the website down below in the description. Leave it a thumbs up if you like the video, and hit that subscribe button for more Tech Tuesdays with Ubu, or if you're interested in any Linux PC gaming or Xbox 360 first-person shooter gaming, even live streaming. I'm going to be live streaming on twitch.tv. Check me out, same as my YouTube channel, Ubuntu Addicted. And that's about all I got for today, guys. So until next time, I'll smell you when I smell ya. Ubu out!